Hello guys, this is the Epic Gamer Boy 2 here, and today we're going to be doing a full phone collection of September 2022. So without further ado, let's get started. So over these times, my phone collection actually did increase a lot. I mean, the last time I did a phone collection video, it was actually in May, but that time I had a lot of like broken and like smashed up phones. Well, not really. Well, like most Android phones I had back like that time are like smashed, are like broken and smashed up. But this time I have a lot of phones here, like all working perfectly good. So without further ado, let's get started. So first up over here we have is an iPhone 4 white GSM. Let's make sure it doesn't show anything. Okay, we're just trying to. This time I'm trying to be extra careful. Alright, so here it is. It's YGSM. It works fully great with no issues except for some yellowing on the screen, but that's a bit normal for like these older iPhones. And yes, I got this from a friend along with along with some more iPhone 4s and 4Ss, but some of the 4Ss are like 4s and 4Ss are like iCloud locked and this one's not, so yeah, it works good and it's a nice phone to keep in my collection. So yeah. Next up we have is another iPhone 4. And this one's CDMA. This one's also 8 GB. Also, I don't really also now I don't really care if all iPhone 4s and I don't really care if I get any more if the next iPhone 4s and 4s I get are 8 GB because I had so many of them and I always get 8 GB of them, but now I just don't really care. Cause it's still classic and stuff. So this one is white. This one is 8 GB wide CDMA. Also works fine with no issue. This one doesn't really have much yellowing as that one, cause that one I got it from a friend along with some like more iPhone 4s and 4Ss. But this one I got it from like Macari, I think. It works fully great with no issues, and yeah, really nice. Also, I have to clean all these out after the video, so this will have so I may have to take some time to do this. So yeah, next up we have is another iPhone 4 here, also 8 GB and CDMA. By the way, this one actually came with its original box. I got this one from my. Hold on, let me just make sure. This iPhone 4, I got it from my dad's friend. Oh, it originally came on iOS 6.1.3, but one time I kind of got bored because I mean, over the past, if you look at some of my past content or still remember on my previous channel how I used to upload like a lot of videos a day, that's because I'm like bored and have nothing to do while same thing here, so I kind of updated this to iOS 7.1.2. But oh well, I mean, I guess now I'm gonna have a lot of iPhone 4s on iOS 7.1.2. Next up we have is an iPhone 4S. This one is 64 GB wide. All these, except this thing has cheap parts. Oh, also this one is actually downgraded to iOS 8.4.1. I mean, this phone has actually been through a lot with me. I had this phone for almost a year. I used to, yeah. I mean, this phone was on iOS 8.4.1 before, but then I had a lot of good tweaks on it, but then I kind of got bored of it, so I kind of updated to iOS 9, and then after like several months later, I actually downgraded this phone back to iOS 8.4.1 because I had the Files app like kind of installed when Panda Helper was revoked for a long time. So yeah, it works fully great on iOS 8.4.1. It's a 64 GB. Oh, also I here I'll talk about the battery health when I get to like the newer iPhones. So yeah. Next up we have is an iPhone 5, 16 gigabyte, slate black. Well, okay, well, if you guys saw this in like my boot up test, you can see that you might be wondering why this phone has a black Apple logo with a white background. It's because this one used to be like a white and silver iPhone 5. I mean, I got this from a friend. So this one here, so this iPhone 4S, I got it from Amazon like a year ago. This one I got it from a friend like in December. It's pretty lucky that I still have it now. I mean, it's still lucky that I have it now, and I think he found this in a bin, and he actually tried to fix this, and he actually tried to fix this by him. Well, he actually fixed it and then sent it to me, and because I never had an iPhone 5 that time, and I finally have one. I mean, it's still in good condition nowadays, besides a little bit of scratches on here, but it's still pretty cool, and yeah. It's really nice to it's really nice to have in my collection still. Next up we have is an iPhone 5S. Let's see how many gigabytes is this. Oh, seems like we have apps on here. I have so many Space Gray 5Ss. Okay, so this one is 32 gigabytes Space Gray on iOS 12.5.5. This one, I believe I have the original box for this as well. I don't, since I have too many phones and stuff, I might do like a separate, or maybe I can show you guys the boxes, I don't know. Probably not enough space to fit through, but but this 5S here is 32 gigabyte Space Gray. It works fully great with no issues, and yeah, I really like this phone. Yeah. Next up, we have is another iPhone 5Ss. Also, some of these iPhone 5Ss actually do have bad batteries. So let's see. So yeah. Okay, so this one here is, man, after leaving this in my drawer for so long, I still forget the gigabyte. So this one here is 16 gigabyte Space Gray. Also works fully great with no issues. And yeah, besides this one, I think this 5S here actually drains fast. But it's still pretty cool. I like it. Next up, we have another Space Gray iPhone 5S. I think this one here is probably one of my best iPhone 5Ss I have in Space Gray. Look how many apps I have. Oh yeah, this one here is actually 64 gigabyte. It's really awesome. Oh shoot, I think I accidentally showed my serial number while going through these two. Oh well. Oh well. As long as there's no like weird people, as long as if nobody do anything, then that'll be fine. But okay, I'll just try to be careful next time. See, I mean, over the past, I did leaked my personal information on the internet before, but I just try my best to be careful the next time. So yeah, this one's 64 gigabyte and it works good. I don't know why the vibrate mode is a bit stuck. But yeah, it still works good. Also on 12.5.5. I mean, if I ever get like a 5S on like iOS 7, 8, 9, or 10, I should probably leave it there, but like what's the point of having too many same phone on the same iOS version? Next up we have is another iPhone 5S. This one is 16 gigabyte silver, I remember. I actually did brought this phone with me when I'm on like vacation and stuff. It's still pretty nice. I actually like this phone. Silver, and yeah, it's a really nice phone to have, and yeah. And next up we have over here, this is my Well, actually, over here I have AirPods. Now I actually do have some more AirPods, but those are actually like fake AirPods. A lot of, I mean, my friend says that those AirPods I have are fake, but not this one. This is actually AirPods. This is the first generation. I believe this is the first generation AirPods, but it works fully fine. But I don't want to open it because I don't want it to connect to the phone that I'm recording on. So yeah. Next up, you have is an iPhone 5C. This one's blue, 32 GB with a blue case. Pretty nice. And oh yeah, this one's dead right now, but it does fully works. And yeah. Next up, we have is another iPhone 5C. Okay, so, oh my goodness, notifications are showing up. This one's white, 32 GB, and it also works fully great. It's also jailbroken, but I just turned it on, so it's not at this moment. Yeah, white, 32 GB, and works fully great. Next up, we have is an iPod Touch 7th Gen. Sadly, Apple did discontinue the iPod Touch 7th Gen, but I was actually lucky that I got it before it got discontinued, so yeah. Here, I'll deal with these Apple updated Apple ID settings later, because I don't want to start leaking stuff. Okay, so yeah, this iPod here, it's 32 GB. And it actually still has limited warranty, which is nice. I mean, I know it's sad that Apple discontinued the iPod Touch 7th Gen, but it's still pretty cool to have this one. I might keep this forever. I mean, I actually do want to keep this, unless if someone wants to or actually, I might just keep this forever, because the iPod Touch 7 is kind of special nowadays. I mean, you can still get them at like some other places like eBay and stuff, but yeah. Next up, we have is an iPhone SE first generation. This one. It's 64 GB. Okay, now's the time where it's gonna be where I'm gonna be start showing the battery health. So this is an iPhone SE first gen here. It's 64 GB silver, and the battery health on this is 84, which is not bad, but it's unlocked and it works fully great with no issues. And yeah. Next up, we have is an iPhone 6s 64. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention to you. So this one I got from a friend. This one is 32 GB. The 32 GB, I actually got this one on Mercari. This one here, I think this one here I got it from Amazon along with some other stuff. This one, the 64 GB one, I also got from a friend. And this one I got from Mercari. This one I got from, I don't know, somewhere, but this one I forgot, the AirPods first gen. This is an iPhone, this 5C here, I got it from Walmart. This one I got it from Mercari, Amazon, friend. So yeah, and this is an iPhone 6. Okay, so we're on to this one now. This is an iPhone, oh! I'm so sorry, guys. This is a mistake. Okay, I do apologize. I'm very sorry for just doing that, because I just showed that notification. Okay, so, or I can just edit that whenever way is comfortable with me uploading this. Okay, so this phone. So this phone here, I got this from another friend called The Great Gamer. It's 64 GB. It had a bad DSN, but it's somehow, but I mean, this phone did have a bad DSN, but one time I dropped this thing and then the screen cracked so easily because the screen was aftermarket, and then I took it to repair shop to get it fixed, and then somehow this phone is not somehow the DSN is somehow it's unlocked and I can use it for carrier. I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, at least I can put my SIM card in this. The only issue is that the front camera doesn't work. And the battery health is 100, so yeah, pretty nice phone. Next up we have is an iPhone 7. Here, it's black, 128GB, and the battery health on this one's also 100. And yeah, I got this thing from Walmart like in July. Oh yeah, because my previous iPhone 7 was a rose gold 128GB with 90% battery health, but that one unfortunately has loop disease, and I water test, and this one is actually way better. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I even made a video of it, so that's on my channel. But yeah, you can see here this works fully great with no issues, and yeah, I still like the iPhone 7 nowadays because of the stereo speakers and stuff. It kind of sucks how this phone didn't get iOS 16. I kind of wish it did. So yeah. Next up we have another iPhone 7. This is actually my mom's old iPhone 7. Not like really old, but like her previous phone. Her previous phone. But this one is also 128GB, but the battery health on this one is like 78, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, at least it still works fully great, besides the battery. And yeah. I mean, the reason why she gave it to me because because one time because a few days ago I found an iPhone XR around my house, 256GB red unlocked, and then she kind of saw that phone when I was updating like all my phones to like iOS 16 RC and iOS 16 RC, so and I iOS 16 RC and oh, and then she kind of wanted that phone so bad because her previous iPhone 10R broke like about like a year ago. So yeah, I guess I have this iPhone 7 now. I mean, I'll still keep it and stuff. I mean, I'll still keep it and use it and stuff, and yeah. Next up, we have is an iPhone 8 here. This one's 256GB space gray. To be honest, space gray. I wish the black iPhone 8 and 8 Plus on the iPhone could have been called like black instead of space gray, because space gray, I mean, comparing space gray to like the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 8, the iPhone 8 in space gray actually looks darker, so yeah. But this one fully works good with no issues, and this one has 100% battery health. Oh yeah, iOS 16.1 beta came today, and there's a battery health and charging thing, so that's cool. Next up we have is another iPhone 8. This one's also 256GB. This one's gold, and I had this thing for over a year, and it also works good. It's so insane that the battery health has been at 81 for ages. Oh wow, it does feel like I did took a really good care of this thing. Like if I took it off the case, you can see how good of a condition it's still in. Like this phone has never been dropped before. 1 year of owning this phone, and this phone has never been dropped before. Or maybe I did drop this off my carpet, but it was still okay. But the screen, but everything is still okay on here, so yeah. This phone is kind of special to me. So I actually got this one on, so that means I kind of got this one on Amazon. This one's from Walmart, and yeah. Now we're on to like the plus size iPhones. So okay. Oh, also here, I'll show you the phone that I'm recording on. I have a bunch of Discord notifications. So the phone that I'm recording on is an iPhone 11, 64GB black. Sadly, it's on TracFone wireless or straight talk. But I'm sure, but but it's still a really nice phone because I got it brand new anyway. So, well, I got it brand new. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so oh, also the battery health on my iPhone 11 is 100. So yeah. So now we're on to the plus size iPhone. So here we have is an iPhone 6 Plus, 16GB space gray. The battery, unfortunately, is not that good on this phone. It's at 77. And the battery does die fast. Sometimes this phone kind of dies between like 10 to 20%. Sometimes this phone shuts off around like 30 something percent. So this phone has unexpected shutdowns. I mean, I still like it because I've been wanting a 6 Plus for ages. And I did took this to travel with me. To travel with me as well. Next up we have is an iPhone 6s Plus space gray, 128GB. Okay. Oh God. All right. So, So this one here is 128GB space gray. It has 83% battery health, but the thing is that this phone kind of drains fast when it has 83% battery health. I don't know why, but when I first got this thing, it took forever to charge. And then when I got it, and then when I started using this, the battery did kind of drain fast and stuff. And yeah. Still pretty cool. I had this case for so long. This case used to be my sister's old case when she used to have an iPhone 6 Plus. But I had this case now. I mean, I don't know if this case has any scratches or not over this long of a use. But yeah, still pretty cool. Next up we have is another iPhone 6s Plus. This one here is 64GB space gray. And the battery health is 79 on this one, so yeah, just need the battery replaced, I guess, and it'll be fully, so at least it fully works besides the battery. So this iPhone 6 Plus I also got from a friend. This 6s Plus, 128GB. Oh yeah, these two are from Macari, except I had this one longer. I had this one since Christmas. I had this one since like May. Next up we have is an iPhone 7 Plus. It's 128GB black. And it has 100% battery health. I don't know if the screen's like aftermarket or not, but But yeah, I got this on my birthday, and it's actually a really nice. This is actually a really nice gift I got on my really nice phone that I got on my birthday, and yeah, it works totally great with no issues, and yeah. Now, oh wait, if you look at the back, you can see there might be a little bit. The housing seems to be well, maybe there's a little bit of ding here, but it's not too bad. Next up we have is an iPhone 8 Plus. Now this phone is actually kind of special with me. It's 256GB and this phone is very special to me. I had this phone for a very long time and it's been through a lot of stuff. Yeah, but now the battery, I did rage at this before, and then my friend like fixed it for me, except he forgot to replace the battery. That's why this phone always becomes stone dead. Like every time I want to use it. See, with that 8% now it dropped to 7%. yeah, but still pretty cool. The home button doesn't work, so I have to use a sensitive touch. Yeah. And oh yeah, the battery health on this is 83. I'll show you the performance on it for a bit. It seems to be like not struggling on here. Like it still seems pretty snappy. And yeah, the phone still seems to be pretty snappy on iOS 16.1 beta. Next up, we have is another iPhone 8 Plus. This one is 64GB space gray. It works fully good with no issues. The battery health is 82, and sadly, this phone is kind of restricted. I mean, which means that this phone can be MDM locked, but I hope it doesn't get MDM locked, because I don't want to waste like $300 or $400 on a phone on an iPhone that's MDM locked. But at least it works fully great, and yeah, I still like this phone. Next up we have is a Moto. Now we're on to like some Android phones. So this one here is a Moto G Pure, I think. I got this thing on Walmart. Oh yeah, this one I got it from Walmart. This one, I think this one a long time ago. Oh yeah, this used to be my mom's like really old phone. I think she got it from Apple brand new I think she got this thing like brand new from Apple like in late 2017. So wow, this phone has been through a lot. It would be nice if I can get the battery replaced. But yeah, this is almost, to be honest, most of the newer Motorola phones and the Pixel and like the Google Pixel phones, they actually look kind of similar with like the fingerprint scanner on the back, and then you just do this to unlock it. Really cool. I mean, I used to have a Google Pixel 2, but I gave that away to my friend. But yeah, I mean, this phone also feels pretty snappy, so it's actually not too bad of a phone. So yeah, next up we have the Samsung Galaxy A03. By the way, this one's 32GB, this one's also 32GB. This one also works fully great with no issues. And yeah, both of them are on like track from wireless or something. Yeah, I mean, I like the camera on this thing. The camera on this thing looks amazing. Next, all right, so we're almost there, guys. So over here we have is an iPhone SE 2nd Gen. It's 256GB product red. It works fully great, and the battery health is. Don't know if you got. Can you guys see this? Hold on. Let me turn down the brightness. My camera Oh my goodness, why won't the camera focus? Okay, I'll just say it. It's at 96% battery health, and it works fully good with no issues. I like the product red on this thing, really nice. And the last phone I have here is an iPhone 12 mini. Unfortunately 64GB, but it still works fully great with no issues, and I love this phone so much. It's my main phone. And the battery health on this is actually 86. So that means I got this thing like pre-owned, but it's still not that bad. 86. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to like the iPads and tablets I have. Here, I'll put the camera like right here, so I can show you them all. Let's go from worst to best. So, but I mean, I mean, like, not all tablets in my collection are worth. So, first up, we have this one here. This is a Venkyo tablet. It's a, oh yes, I think this is a Venkyo SA tablet. I think it works fully good with no issues. The reason why I don't use this that much is because it's kind of painfully slow. I gave it to my brother to let him have it, and then I kind of gave this to my brother to let him have it. But when he got a, but then he got a Chromebook tablet on his birthday. I kind of got this back. So yeah. I'll just keep it in my collection. I got this from my mom's friend, I think, or maybe even my aunt. I don't know, but either one of those, and it works fully good. Next up, we have is a Samsung Galaxy Tab A7 Lite. Now this is actually my main Android tablet here. It has Face ID, but sometimes it doesn't recognize my face good. But yeah, it's really nice. Oh yeah, also, I think this one's 32 gigabyte, this one's 64 gig. Now we're on to like the iPad. So I have an iPad mini 2 here. This one is 16 gigabyte silver, and it works good with no issues. Next up we have is an iPad 4, 16 gigabyte wide, downgraded to iOS 8.4.1. Works fully good with no issues. Next up we have is an iPad Air 2, space gray. It's 128 gigabyte. It's a Wi-Fi only model, but I don't care. Or really, it works fully good with no issues, as you can see, and yeah. And lastly, I have is my main personal iPad. My iPad 6 Gen here. I do use this thing a lot, and this thing's 128 gigabyte, and I had this iPad for almost a year, and it's actually really nice. Also, hasn't been dropped before over this 1 year of using it. It is really nice. I mean, except for the case, though. The case has kind of gone through a lot, though. I mean, I got this case like early this year because my previous cases like broke, and yeah. So this is it for this video here. I'm gonna have to put everything back. So yeah. Hope you guys liked this video anyways. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe. I'm not going to be including stuff like the boxes and cases I have and other accessories because that's just too much for the video. So yeah, so yeah guys, so this is it for this video here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. If you want me to do some more interesting videos. See you on my next video. Bye.